Alright, ladies and gentlemen, back again. This time we are subtracting mixed numbers, and we'll just jump right into it. With example number 1, one king crab weighs 2 3/4 pounds. A second king crab weighs 1 1/4 pounds. How much more does the one king crab weigh? Use models to find the difference. Excuse me. So they're first off estimating that 2 3/4 is pretty close to 3, 1 1/4 is pretty close to 1, but you don't have to do that step if you don't want to. Excuse me. So we're starting off with the 2 3/4 pound king crab. It says subtract 1 1/4 pounds by crossing out one whole and 1/4 tile. Now I'm going to tell you, I would like you to start with the fraction part first. So I'm going to cross off a quarter, and I'm going to cross off one whole. What's left is 1 2/4. So we have 1 2/4 left. And if we simplify 2/4, I know that 2/4 is equal to 1/2 because I can divide the top and the bottom by 2. So we have 1 1/2. So the difference between those two crabs is 1 1/2 pounds. Oops. And there we are. And we're going to go ahead and flip to the back side. Okay. It says find 6 11/16 minus 2 5/8. Again, they estimated, so our answer should be pretty close to 4. Now, they can't subtract the fractions because they don't have like denominators yet. So what they did was to take 8, we wanted to get to 16 so it has a common denominator. They took the top and the bottom, excuse me, and multiplied them by 2. So our equivalent fraction is 2 whole is going to stay the same, and 10/16. So 10/16 and 5/8 are equal, but now I can go ahead and subtract because I have a common denominator. So again, we're going to subtract the fractions. I want you to do that step first. It'll help you for future lessons. So 11/16 minus 10/16 is just 1/16. Then we can go ahead and subtract our whole number. 6 minus 2 is 4. So our answer is 4 and 1/16. We can't simplify 1/16 anymore. It's already in its smallest form, and 4 and 1/16 is pretty darn close to the number 4. Do just a couple more with you. Again, it says estimate then subtract. I'm fine if you just want to subtract. So again, we want to start with the fractions. So we have 2/3 and 1/3. They're the same. So I can go ahead and just subtract. And I know that it's going to be 1/3 because 2 minus 1 is 1, and our denominator stays the same of 3. Then I can do my whole numbers. 4 minus 2 is 2. And we have our answer. We can't simplify that anymore. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next page, find one that's a little more challenging. Like number 5. Let's try number 5 together. So, again, I want to start with my fractions, but I have different denominators. So I want to find a common denominator. I know that 3 goes into 9, so I only have to change this bottom fraction. And I want the denominator to be 9, so I'm going to take the top and the bottom times 3, so I have an equivalent fraction. My new fraction is 3/9, and now we're in business. I now have 8/9 minus 3/9. 8 minus 3 is 5. Sorry, that was a bad 5. 5/9. My denominator stays the same. And now I can do my whole number. 7 minus 5 is 2. And I can't reduce 5/9. I can't simplify that any further, so that is my final answer. Again, hope this helps and hope I can stop the video quickly.